Mama, small bar.
Everyone loves a good lactation cookie. I mean, they're filled with galactagogues to help support your milk supply, but honestly, after 3 days of eating them every time you feed a baby, sometimes you can get a little bit over it. So I had a brainwave the other day. What is the one dessert I never get sick of? And I came up with Crumble. So I have turned our Galactacookie mix into a lactation crumble mix, and it is delicious. I think one of my favorite reviews of our Galactacookie mix so far was from a mum who was like, lactation cookie mix, what does that even do? And then she hit the 4-month mark of when her milk supply started to kind of feel like it was dropping, and she smashed some of our lactation cookies and it made a real difference to her. So I would almost say that making a lactation crumble is actually easier than making cookies. So I'm going to show you how to do that today. So the crumble is going to be made from the Galactacookie mix here with an added teaspoon of cinnamon for extra crumbly tastiness. Then we've got 150 grams of melted butter. You can even up that amount to 200 grams depending on what you like your crumble texture to be. And then some stewed fruit. So that's 4 apples with some frozen blueberries. And keep it simple. You don't have to stew your own fruit. Feel free to grab apples out of a tin at the supermarket or just a bag of frozen berries. Keeping it easy is the key. Honestly, couldn't be easier to make this lactation crumble. Simply mix the cinnamon into the dry mix, then add the butter. And I mean, I've got 150 grams of butter, but if you like it to be a kind of more gooey mixture, then feel free to add more. Mix that in until it looks like a really soft crumble biscuity dough. That looks pretty good. And then once you've kind of got rid of any massively dry spots in the crumble mixture, we can pour it over the fruit. I don't know, I would go so far as to say this is possibly easier than making cookies because there's no shaping or rolling anything out. And all you have to do is like spoon yourself up a little bit of apple crumble, a bit more butter, a little bit of apple crumble with some whipped cream, and have that for breakfast, lunch and dinner, and you're away laughing. Then I'm going to pop that in the oven, 180 degrees, until it looks nice and crisp and golden. So at least half an hour, maybe a little bit longer. And just keep an eye on it to wait to see if it looks good to you. So let's pop that in the oven and we'll come back and see how it looks.
Mama, small bar.
Look what I've got. Through the magic powers that is television, it is already, it's not really television, that's the internet, but that's okay. Apple crumble straight from the oven. It's had half an hour and it looks absolutely delicious. Cannot wait to tuck into that. Beautiful. So we're just going to scoop some of that. I've got some whipped cream with some chopped strawberries actually, just because I felt like it. And I think maybe what's even better than cream is ice cream, and some custard would be perfect. So that's a pretty good serving. I reckon that'll get your milk flowing, if nothing else. Oh, don't forget those gooey bits. There we go. Delicious.